Yeah, it's well, we're not going to really see his classic rail on this map, unfortunately, but hopefully we can see some other classic things. I know that Ron was talking to me about, should I pick BJ today or not? Instead, he's going with a Galena pick and advisor pick for k1llsen, but let's do it. Map 1, k1llsen's Ron. It has begun.
And I'm tagging along with k1llsen off the bat as well, just to see what this man does have. And maybe I should have been watching xron, because that was one of the quickest kills at start of match we've seen so far today. 11 seconds in, and xron has very early control.
It's something that I thought we were going to stop seeing. They were basically both rushing the rocket launcher, and usually someone who spawns at Mega doesn't go there so fast. xron looking for another dire orb frag, but he's going to cipher himself off the map and give the frag to k1llsen.
Oh, poor xron. So k1llsen comes back in off the luck of his shield. Guess we have to call it as he gets the knockout, but it's gonna be clutch, and xron knows there's no shield up for k1llsen, so k1llsen's got to stay away from him. And I like that little turnaround into LG to keep xron away from him, to keep his distance.
Oh, that was so close. His shield was just about to come up, but xron gets himself the kill in the nick of time. We've had 3 maps. This is our 3rd map, and we've had 3 ring outs. Are we going to get another kill from xron? Eventually locks down that shotgun shot, but it's a little bit wobbly. Round 1 for the Ukrainian. Very
strong start out of xron. And k1llsen, I'm not going to say he's looking rusty just yet. I'm not going to say that at all. That was a very, very quick round. We didn't get to see a lot of tension rise between the two and how they were playing. So now going to the 2nd round, we're still going to see what k1llsen's got. And xron looking already very comfortable, I'd have to say.
This is really a sort of a combat skills map. It has chopped and changed in a different patch iterations, but right now this is a kind of map you pick if you're really comfortable with the way that you're fighting. We're going to see something very different moving on to Blood Covenant. But one thing that xron's never going to be nervous about, no matter who he's going against, is how his shots are landing.
His LG's already looked pretty ridiculous so far here. k1llsen's got I'd say almost locked in this area, but obviously he has a dire orb and he has Mega coming back up, so he's going to be happy to secure that one. And again, xron hasn't been able to get rockets, but he's not looking too phased just yet. He's playing it smart, he's playing it cool most importantly, and he's getting chip damage in where he can.
He knows that k1llsen's blocking that area off, so right now it's kind of like, well, I know you're stood there, so I'm not going to allow you to get that first shot off of me, especially when he doesn't have that armor that k1llsen does.
Oh,
he sees the rockets, but he can't push there yet.
Yeah, he wants it so bad, but he knows if it's in close range against k1llsen with the rockets, with what he's seen him be able to do, it's not a winning situation. But now switching over to Heavy, he's actually been able to get out of this. He's been able to finally create some distance between him and k1llsen, get in a better position, and maybe contest rockets, or maybe there'll be a rocket wave through for the teleporter.
I think xron was hoping not to receive that damage, but he manages to keep k1llsen at arm's length with the lightning gun. He's still taking bits of extra damage, and his ammunition on the lightning gun is also lowering too. There's an ammo crate next to him. He's not going for anything right now, and he's just heard that Mega getting taken. 48 health. He's trying to go himself for the armor. He gets it. Can he get out of here though?
Yeah, I think k1llsen
can't go to some rocket.
He's still being denied. I think k1llsen had a little bit of a mistiming on Mega. He tried to use dire orb to pick up both items, but it was up, I think, about 3 seconds too late. And k1llsen still put on some really good control here in xron. And we're 2 minutes in, doesn't seem to be getting frustrated at all. He's still trying to work out a strategy to get out of this area and get towards these rockets.
I think he landed on those shots. I think he got a 50 damage going. That was nice. And he gets himself the Mega too. k1llsen with the Heavy. But I like what we're seeing from xron. He's really changing the pace on Corrupted Keep. Just as I said, it's all about the fighting. 2.5 minutes with no rocket launcher. The guy can't really criticize his patience, but he's got to do something about getting himself that weapon.
Well, what's funny to me is, you know what, I'd be screaming right now if we were playing 2s and I didn't have rocket launcher. But we don't need to make you rage at all about that. So xron, he finally, 2 minutes and 40 seconds in, gets the rocket launcher the first time of this round. And k1llsen's getting up that control, but with both major pickups, he's going to try to secure both of them. He gets the first, gets Mega's going to drop down a Heavy, secures it, and k1llsen back in control.
I'm being careful. He might be being spotted. He finds himself a direct rocket. k1llsen at the bottom. He switches to the heavy machine gun, gets himself another 30 damage. Although he's getting almost no opportunities to do anything, he's still weakening k1llsen, making him lose confidence in his ability to get the frag. Now the stacks are even. It's unbelievable what xron's done. He can even attack the Mega health.
Oh, he had to leave 2 kills with 13 HP as Mega spawned in. He's gonna get heavy. Mega's still there. But I think xron, he wants to kill. He wants the final blow. k1llsen be able to heal up a lot with these health globes, and he's gonna back away too. So look at this. He gets heavy. He gets Mega when not being forced to, you know, ditch it completely, and he's still stacked.
That went from like genius play from xron till just slight failure. Now it's gonna be a dire orb from k1llsen to xron. He's gonna try and reposition himself, but k1llsen is gonna get the first frag of the round. And I think xron will be a bit disappointed because it was so well engineered up until the last moment.
Oh no! k1llsen, he goes to the teleporter and meets a robot, and xron's gonna equalize things with a kill apiece. He needed that too. Instead, there was a minute left here on the board for both these two players, and he was down one champion. He still got the rocket. It's gonna be clutch v clutch. And I know k1llsen said his clutch isn't feeling as practiced as it needs to be right now with only 5 days. So we're gonna see how he's able to go against this. I'm almost certain we're gonna see overtime too. We're gonna see sudden death.
Yeah, it's very, very possible. And I know that xron is well rehearsed with his clutch. He's been playing it in 2v2s also. He's very methodical in his plays with clutch. Got the Mega for him. Light armor. He's got that shield ready. k1llsen doesn't.
Yeah, the
that was just a snap reaction from xron.
I don't know if that was a good bait by k1llsen or a little bit of a misclick by xron, but either way, k1llsen knows the timing on Mega. Got 6 seconds left, so there's no way there's gonna be a kill just yet. Shield actually has come in. It's just as I speak about it, k1llsen in the nick of time. He does it.
There couldn't be better timing for it as well. Was it a second and a half left until sudden death hit? Not that it really made a difference, but getting himself around on the board here. So k1llsen, he's here. He's ready to compete after his time that he's taken off.
Well, that's one thing. That's kind of one of the reasons we put into you know, picking these players. Even though some of them might not have been playing as much you know, Quake in the last few weeks as some others, they're that good that they can come back, you know, with like a week or two of practice and still build a hand with the best. Yeah, exactly.
k1llsen does need to get some armor. He's finding some resources. Has to watch out because xron loves to use that heavy machine gun to its full effect. Let's get a slither of damage with rocket.
You know what I like to see though out of xron is that every opportunity he has, he's trying to output damage. Even if it's like 1 damage, if it's just 10, he's always trying to hit you to kind of keep some pressure on and try to keep a health advantage to some extent.
Yeah, if you're in his vision, he's going to try and have something equipped where he can hurt you. There's no point wasting those seconds, because even 5 damage bits, small amounts of success, it all adds up in the end.
Exactly. Looks like k1llsen's trying to lock up rockets again here, but trying to bait him out the dire orb to switch heavy for Mega. So again, a little bit of a slower paced round here to both these players.
Those dire orbs don't really do anything other than buy kind of space. And that's about it. But it's helpful because then k1llsen can get himself that Mega without being challenged. And then maneuver around the map freely. Obviously with the small amount of time left for his next dire orb to come up.
Again, k1llsen coming out with a machine gun. Maybe get a quick switch 60 damage in. He's able to maintain the stack advantage, but then again, heavy is up. And with this like 5-second window between the two, it's very possible that someone can secure both of them into the next round of things. And that was a great rocket at k1llsen.
Yeah, he's going to know that he's evened things up a lot more with that shot. That he's going to walk into a load of LG damage. He goes close with the rockets, but xron returns fire very precisely with only 26 health left. He's going to find some health bubbles. He can't really save any time to get over to the heavy. Tries to get the shove slayer. Isn't going to make it, but gets 2 directs. Somehow finds the rocket kill at the end. I thought that was an impossible situation for xron.
I honestly thought xron was going for the telefrag there, but it looks like he was actually just trying to use it to get to heavy to kind of keep that stack advantage. But 28 HP left, he's going to be chased down here. k1llsen wants the frag, and with 1 HP left and 17 armor, xron's been able to get the distance. He's been able to get away from k1llsen, but k1llsen off to the side. He's going to charge in, and he's going to finally shut down that frag. But he's not healthy himself, and he still has 1 more to find.
Stopwatch.
Oh, that was brutal. But the thing is now it's even more brutal for k1llsen because Visor versus Clutch, I mean, that's a matchup that massively favors Clutch. He does get himself Mega, and he's done amazing shotgun work. Holy crap, k1llsen.
He hit a fatty
down
shot, 120 damage on the first shotgun blast, and then I think he did another 100 on the second. He could post one back, and he does, k1llsen!
Wow.
Oh my lord, he pulls it back with 2 frags, and he does it.
Prepare to fight.
Unreal. xron was hungry for that frag just then as well. I mean, he really wanted to just chase right off the spawn, but it wasn't the right move to make. He'd been playing so slow up until that point, at least when they were doing Ranger. And now xron's going to have a careful think, because he's at risk of losing his map pick.
I can't believe that shotgun. 120, I think he got 2 times in a row. That just saved the round for him and gave him the round lead in this map. And especially for a guy like k1llsen, you know, I think if he picks up his first match, or at least the first map, he's going to be feeling so hyped into the rest of today's games. He still has 2 more matches after this.
Whoa, he just had the pummel out for some reason. He was walking towards xron. He had nothing to do just there. xron's found himself the perfect way to start round 4. k1llsen's going to have to be a little bit careful now. Doesn't want to feel too comfortable. LG from xron, pretty much all of it hitting as k1llsen dances close to him.
Great little rocket jump away. Yeah, just to get away. He knew if he came down in the barrels of that heavy machine gun, he's going to pay the price. 41 HP left for xron, though, and k1llsen wants to turn the fight back onto him. Piercing sight's now down, so k1llsen just trying to heal back up. He's got no rockets. Probably going to get a little bit of an ammo pack there. And he's looking all right. Considering that last battle, that last little skirmish they did have, he's getting healthy. He's getting there. He's got piercing set up in a couple of seconds, and he has xron locked in with a lot of damage from the LG.
xron's going to get out of here somehow. He's got a dire orb. Realize he's gone through the teleporter, and he manages to get the combo off all that burst DPS with orb and rockets. Now k1llsen's just got clutch left this round.
Feel really scared of him to use that speed on high ground to not jump off the map. I think he hears him off to the side, trying to predict it with that rocket, and doesn't get around that corner in time, but he steals away Mega. And guess what? He's going to get over to Heavy in time too. So that's going to be a very tanky robot here. I didn't know we were playing World of Tanks right now, but that's pretty much where he's at this rate. And he's got time to work with.
It was a good move from xron to get that dire orb over to the other side of the map. It gave him a tiny bit of breathing room, but that breathing room might be gone. All that HMG damage. Speak Zook. But it's not. The stack for clutch was just colossal.
Yeah. Oh, he's hitting again some good rockets here, able to keep some distance, and that's gonna be xron actually solidifying that kill and getting another round on the board here. So,
all right,
not over just yet.
Not at all. This is the one who's going to get the advantage at the start of this series. I think xron may be surprised at the level that k1llsen's bringing right now. He's going to have to play this very, very carefully.
You know, one thing,
I'm on xron.
Yeah, me too. And one thing I wanted to point out that I know I pointed out a lot in Italy, and I'm not trying to sound biased or anything like that, is that I love the way k1llsen is so patient with his rockets too. Like, if he ever knocks you up, he doesn't shoot right away to try to necessarily go for the midair. He just waits until you're in a good position for him to hit another one. That little like half second or 0.2 seconds of delay seems to net him a lot more kills than deaths.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to get that guaranteed 100 damage if possible, because it's going to make all the difference in the fights at the end. But on this occasion, xron reads the movement from k1llsen, wanting to go for the heavy. He's going to find him down at the bottom. There is a dire orb available if he wants it, but he says, you know what, I don't even need it. k1llsen has fallen flat on his face in this round. And xron, I think even the clutch is going to have a hard time right now.
Oh, goes to the teleporter.
Right on the exit. Oh!
Round 5 complete.
Brutal. That is going to be xron who manages to get the dire orb frag. It was a complete mutual anyway, but he of course still had all his champions remaining, and that is going to be 3-2 for xron on his map pick. Before we move into k1llsen's pick, that's going to be Blood Covenant.
Yeah, really crazy game between the two there, honestly, especially at the end. Really unfortunate, I think, spawn for k1llsen as he was near the lower rockets area, and then he saw Meg up, try to go for it, but not much he can do with just only the starting weapon. Didn't really have anything to fight with there, and unfortunately for him, he did pay the price in that battle and eventually in that map. But going on to, I believe, Blood Covenant next. Do you think we're going to have maybe any switch-ups in these champions?
I know that xron has been thinking about kind of different champions and how to incorporate it. There was a match recently where xron went versus Razy on, I think it was on Corrupted Keep, and he brought Scale Bear out and maybe something else. So he does like to experiment sometimes, but we've got a really like high stakes tournament at the moment. So he's probably going to play it a bit safe. I suspect he'll change his Galena for a Visor. I wouldn't be surprised if k1llsen uses the same lineup. But otherwise, I'm ready for any kind of surprise.
Yep, and I think we're actually ready to just kick this one off as well. I got all my overlays sorted and ready to go.
Cool.
I'm really kind of sad we haven't seen any Blood Run. I mean, obviously we're 2 out of 6 series in, so it's not necessarily an impossibility to have it come up because we haven't hit the halfway point. I know, but Blood Run definitely one of my favorite maps, and especially with the changes to kind of movement speed in general, where everyone's generally been lowered for the most part, makes it a lot more difficult. It makes it a lot more impactful to it be in the right position. You get punished a lot more, as I was talking to Sparty about this yesterday. You get punished way more right now with the movement speed changes for being in the wrong position than you would have in the past, especially back in the Anarchy meta.
Yeah, completely. I'm personally excited to see some Ruins games. That map's kind of turned into my favorite one recently, and I like the pace, the pace that map offers to players in Duel. Looking at the champion picks, we have got a Ranger and a Visor, and k1llsen's going with Nyx.
Okay.
So he's not playing into Blood Covenant. So this is really going to freak xron out, because he's like, hang on a second, I thought that Clutch was going to be the pick of the tournament. So right now he's got 15 seconds to think of, do I use Clutch or not? He's elected to go with Doom. We've got ourselves a really interesting game over here. I want to say something about Nyx as well, because Nyx has gone down a bit in the rankings right now, especially on maps where you've, like Blood Covenant, where you've got the rail, you've got so many open angles. 100 damage, a zoom rail is really powerful. So we're going to need to see some smart plays from k1llsen's Nyx if he wants to avoid some of these shots.
And we're definitely going to tag on with k1llsen when we do see the Nyx popped up or used here. Actually, also the first Doomslayer we're going to have of the tournament. So see how that one's going to work out. Obviously, the double jump is very effective, I'd say, against a player like k1llsen when it comes to his rockets. And it looks like k1llsen will be starting with Nyx, so we'll tag along with him off the bat. xron's starting with the Visor, so already has a good counter to k1llsen.
Yeah, this is the tough one for k1llsen to work with. He's also not gone straight over to the Mega Health. He's just electing, right, I'm going to make sure I get the weapons. Realizing that he's going versus a Visor too. He's right next to him. k1llsen, he's going to pop that Ghost Walk early. He's going to look for some extra rocket damage. xron's going to drop down to the medium level, and it's k1llsen's job to try and escape. Going to be able to make it away. And I think even Tribolt there, xron was trying to use to secure a kill.
Oh my gosh, he wants this chase, he wants this kill, he's hungry. And he's going to deny away Mega. The rail comes in, but k1llsen's not going to hit the first here. And the damage is still being done. And throughout all this, xron's been able to pick up a lot of time shorts. Now he has his piercing sight up again. He knows exactly where k1llsen's going to be. And he's still using the Tribolt. I'm not sure exactly why. He's got the MG coming out again. He doesn't have rail picked up. And k1llsen's hit a couple of good shots.
Yeah, xron doesn't have rockets, he doesn't have rail, and he's actually also quite low on lightning gun ammunition. He's going to push forward a bit. He's forced out the Ghost Walk now. He's taking some hourglasses, and he's just found k1llsen. Can he chase for it? k1llsen's being so devious, really, with his movement. He's barely surviving at the moment, but the important thing is that he is surviving.
Not sure if we have the show in the UK, but I feel like we're watching Cops right now as k1llsen's just on the run the entire time, being chased by xron, and finally xron will get that bounty. He will get that kill, and we'll get Mega off the back of that. So very aggressive play to xron. k1llsen just had no control. He had, honestly, no opportunity to get control with how that round started, with xron being a good place to, near Mega.
Found one rail onto k1llsen. He's found another. He can just push in with this one. Oh, he's got, again, always count on him to have the right weapon out. And I think k1llsen's going to think to himself, was that steal really worth it? And xron is really playing with some interesting angles at the same time. I love what we're seeing from him.
Oh, another 100 damage rail coming out of xron there. He's got that 200 HP. Doesn't have a lot of armor to use just yet. He got piercing sight again, and he knows exactly where xron's go, or where k1llsen's going.
Oh, and he hits the other, and one more. xron locking down round one here. Great stuff.
That just, I don't even think that's allowed anywhere in the world. That was just...
You saw at the start of that run from k1llsen, and xron was like, you're going to come to pillars, aren't you? So hang on, let me set this one up nicely. I think k1llsen's going to have to be a bit more careful when he goes up versus a Visor, because there is some serious power of the amount of time on his piercing sight.
Yeah, especially with the way that xron was able to secure a lot of these time shards too, keeping it up at all times. And again, going for the very aggressive play.
Crap.
Got the LG out. A lot of damage being done. The HMG's come out too, and he gets the kill. k1llsen can't hit the rockets this time, and that's going to be xron with the first champion of the round again.
I think k1llsen's going to be a little bit surprised actually at how xron's combat skills are at the moment, because he's not really making mistakes with the weapon to have out.
Oh my god, again, that was another 45 damage done. Like, he was not even trying to go for the kill, just trying to pick up Mega in the meantime, and he's just constantly putting in damage against k1llsen, not letting him get comfortable, not letting him pick up anything, and that's going to be another machine gun kill, as k1llsen was just trying to get a rail. He has a family xron.
But I think this is the issue for k1llsen. He's taking risks right now when he knows he's exposing himself to damage. He's just got to slow it down a bit. You're only a minute into the game. Stop giving up this free damage to xron and, you know, stop working your way slowly into the game.
Well, speaking of free damage, he actually got a ton of free damage there for k1llsen. xron missing a lot of those rails, but again, he has the read on him. 62 damage rocket. He's going to pick up heavy, yes, but at what cost? The rail's going to come in. He's going to miss the second. k1llsen has an opportunity, and k1llsen will finally get a kill here on the board here with the LG. But now can k1llsen stabilize, most importantly? He's on his last champion.
Oh, now he's got the rail as well. If we know anything about k1llsen, is that his rail is godlike, but he's got the punch coming towards him. One rocket, and he's going to end up killing himself. I think a punch came out at the same time. And the aggression from xron, I think, might be kind of taking k1llsen back a little bit. He's got to reflect now in these few seconds and, well, prepare for a potential 2-0 in maps unless he can pick himself up.
Fight.
Well, I don't want to count k1llsen out just yet. But let's see what he can do in this round. He's got the Nyx, and he's up against, again, the Visor. The Nyx did not work out in that first round for him. But this time, he's able to get Mega. So he actually didn't give up any of these major pickups off the bat. And xron, he's got the Vision. And he's got the 100 damage rail. Oh, and he almost got the second. I think he just got bumped by the rail to k1llsen to knock him out of position for that shot.
k1llsen's got to be so careful. He even gave an angle as xron could have gotten the kill then. I don't really like the amount of risks k1llsen is taking, but he's got a chance right now. Gets a good rocket, he gets one, follow up with the rail, and he's going to have the heavy. He knows exactly where xron is. This could be a frag for him. But he's just dropped his position from bridge, and he can't really afford to sacrifice the health and armor.
Well, xron had piercing sight though, so he's able to at least get away from k1llsen. They're not allowing him to pick up that kill. The aggression definitely has been turned. Really good start. k1llsen, and there you go. Another rail lands. He's going to trade 1 for 1, but you know what? k1llsen's going to take that trade because he gets a kill, he gets Mega, and he has 5 seconds on heavy, so maybe he can get there in time to contest.
Risky plays from k1llsen, but paying off. Oh my god, where did he find 100 damage from? Let's see if he goes up the bounce pad. And now that he's not railable now, he's waiting. Is he going to move up the stairs?
Heavy's been up the whole time.
Early. Oh, the reposition with the Tyrell, not going to be saving xron. k1llsen's doing some great things with Nyx.
And Heavy's been up this whole time too, so he's actually going to get that off the back of it. Unfortunately, he won't be able to get Mega, and he's lost complete timing of it. But like you said, control's there. Ghost Walk in 4 seconds. And with the Visor gone, I think that's like the biggest threat k1llsen has to worry about, because these rails and the accuracy xron's had is just going to give him a lot more comfort now that the Visor's gone. Oh, there you go.
Oh my god. So much damage from k1llsen. He picks up a round, and now it's xron to wake up a little bit, because there was no challenge from k1llsen the first 2 rounds at all. And all of a sudden, k1llsen smartened up a bit and landed a few more shots.
k1llsen's feeling, looks like he's feeling comfortable now. He's feeling good. Again, that was just 1 round, so it's not like, oh, k1llsen's in the zone, but let's see if he can take the next round and start to build up some sort of momentum here. Again, it's the Nyx versus the Visor, and k1llsen will be able to secure Mega off the bat, and xron already popping the Visor, or the Vision, that's exactly where he is.
Yeah, I'm still checking out k1llsen at the moment. He's looking for some angles himself. I think I want to just give a quick shout out to the Mortal Emperor and Tokyo Punch-Out. I think they just ended their community stream, and we got a nice juicy host from them. So welcome people now watching the Beat Invitational, $2,500 tournament. Top European players. Checking out some of the best right now. k1llsen gets himself the heavy. Gets himself out of there too. He might even actually find some damage. Spotted a pixel of xron, but cannot punish.
But again, xron puts himself in a good spot. Gets a couple of time shards, so again, only 15 seconds up for that one. The Ghost Walk has been used, and now k1llsen is not going to have access to any shards for quite a long time, especially with the route that he's going. But he catches him on the bounce pad. Nice little 80 damage done. but his health is still very low. He has to be so careful here.
Oh, he missed that rail. You wouldn't expect k1llsen to miss that. Heavy's up. Finds some splash. Should know what side xron wants to come from. The question is, do I risk it onto Heavy or not? And that piercing sight was just used too.
I could just see xron from k1llsen's point of view just jumping, just try. Just come on, give me 1 pixel. Give me something to shoot at.
Anything.
Ooh.
He's going to hit xron, go through the teleporter. k1llsen misses the jump, but probably indirectly going to help him a bit. Oh.
A little preemptive ghost swap there. 4 seconds on piercing sight. k1llsen is going for the chase here. He's going to get knocked into the air, though. And his HP that he did have gets melted away. And there's the piercing sight of xron with exactly where he is, trying to avoid any item pickups, not give away his position. It looks like k1llsen's been able to stay alive for another fight, but still not very healthy, and both pickups are there.
k1llsen's going to be happy that xron elected to pick up Heavy, because he gets that mega cleanly. He survives the piercing sight, as you say. And with the ghost walk back in his hands, he can really fight once more. Speaking of abilities, xron's got piercing sight too, and I think he might pull the trigger now. And k1llsen's going to have a goosey gander of the fact that xron might have used it. LG was ready for him completely. He's going to find a rail with 5 health left. 1 more rail would kill xron. He's immediately picked up the heavy armor.
And again, they trade pickup for pickup. k1llsen's able to get back on HP, and xron's armor is slowly taken away. Here's him go through the teleporter. He's going to just go for the chase here with the LG out, and he's able to do a hell of a lot of damage again, but still relatively equal in stack at the moment. And xron does pick up a couple of these health bubbles.
k1llsen's doing a great job with Nyx at the moment. This is a super hard matchup for him, and he's really, really surviving well. He's got a rail. I think xron tried to go for the piercing sight just then.
Yeah.
Could be a rail in return there for k1llsen.
Yeah, he did go for the piercing sight. He hit 1 out of those 3
my
rails.
God.
He gets mega as
If
well.
that landed.
I mean, that's what k1llsen really surprised me with so well when we were watching him over in Italy. His rockets were insane. That's the ghost swap being popped aggressively here. He's gonna go for the kill. He's above him. The first rocket's gonna do 64, followed up by an 87. He can finish him here. He can get the champion advantage going through the teleporter, and k1llsen is not gonna secure that one. Somehow xron on 8 HP gets the kill. k1llsen's gotta be a little bit frustrated by that, and he has to go for the chase here. You know he wants it.
I don't know how xron picked that frag up. That was unbelievable. LG comes out like k1llsen's aim still takes him down. He's not going to be able to get this heavy. I don't think he's realized it's got taken. Now he does, and he's going to have to reassess the timings for it. Probably knows that the mega's there. And now he sees xron that direction. He knows, okay, I can get that mega myself. He gets the mega at the last moment. Has to watch out for the machine gun. Stack up and get rail.
All it takes now is 1, maybe even 2 nicely placed rails, and xron's been able to hear him. The rails was actually picked up yet again out of k1llsen, so no rail for xron. He has to stick to the MG, and the MG's just not enough damage. If k1llsen hit that rail, that actually could have been the end of the round. It could have been k1llsen tying things up in this map. But now k1llsen knows. Oh, Mega just spawned in, but he wasn't there to pick it up.
I think he's looking to be aggressive and want to punish xron a little bit more and take the round now, but eventually settles back, realizes I can't do the immediate damage. Let's fight another day. And now both the players are going to be aware of this heavy being up. The question is, which side are they attacking from?
Oh, that's not good. xron misses that first rail, and look how stacked k1llsen is now. We're going to hit sudden death here. For the first time today.
That's it. We were denied it by seconds on the previous map, but right now it's the next frag wins the round. If xron gets the frag, he's going to win the series. k1llsen gets it, we go to a tiebreaker round, which he dearly needs.
Oh.
Whoa. What kind of combo was he looking for there? That was a read on xron's movement. Unfortunately, couldn't quite execute. Finds a rail regardless. Oh, the spam back from xron. He realizes, you know what, I'm going to be out of position if he comes for a shot. Let's just fire some rockets over at the bridge in case he decides to go aggressive. And that served him very well.
Again, k1llsen though able to secure the mega. xron with that double jump. Just trying to avoid a lot of these rockets. As you mentioned, that was a great little pre-fire to xron just to get some damage in and be able to secure a pickup. k1llsen's unfortunately going to miss that shot. 1 second on heavy, so he's going to be able to pick this one up. But how much damage is he going to take off the back of this? And at the moment, xron can't hit a single rail. k1llsen Maybe trying to go for the chase there, but gets railed up himself as he jumps across the
Oh my
rocket.
God.
And both of these players
Double
so
jump.
hesitant. Oh my. k1llsen can
Oh,
end
this
it
is
here.
all of a sudden bad. Yep, completely. That was a great rocket for k1llsen to hit. He should know how much of a favorite he is in this scenario. The question is if he's really looking to punish xron. He didn't take the light armor straight away in case xron thought that it would still be up for him to stack up. But xron's also playing smart in the defense.
Now we just see if xron can kind of come back in this one. The next fight should be out over towards Mega. Trying to get some more ammo, and actually xron kind of in the better position to get towards Mega. Instead, he actually goes for some health bubbles and just trying to get a little bit of health before this next skirmish maybe breaks out. So k1llsen secures that one. Still really stacked here at this rate. And xron again, unfortunately missing a rail that he would definitely not have missed earlier.
xron scarpers, goes through the lower corridor. And again, I won't be surprised if we see at least another minute in this overtime. xron somehow got to negotiate himself a major item, or find 2 rails in advance of a close-range fight.
k1llsen.
Oh my god.
That was very... k1llsen ate 100 damage rocket off that when he used the Dire, but again, he's keeping the pressure on. He's keeping xron not fully stacked. 10 seconds to go on armor, so k1llsen's going to get around the bend here to fight this one. He knocks him to the air with the LG, and there you go, k1llsen. Got to fight his way back and get another round on the board.
Love the meaningless rocket and orb at the end. That was a good moment for k1llsen that he managed to track that one down. He was very aggressive with the Dire Orb, which you kind of train yourself out of when you're going up versus clutches. But in that situation, it was awesome.
xron, I think he spotted k1llsen coming across rockets right there. So picks up Mega himself and goes for the HMG, and it pops out a nice little bit of 30 damage. The Nyx, though, trying to get aggressive, and it's doing some shit damage here or there, but with the piercing sight now popped, and the Tri-Bolt coming out as xron. I never thought that'd be the choice of the gun he'd use, but without having much in his inventory, much in his kit to pick up or to spam with, he's going to have to use it.
He hit more as well. I think he hit another direct bolt. k1llsen now has to be careful. He's got a lower armor to take below. He's got the Mega. He's got 3 hourglasses to reduce that cooldown by 30%. And he's pretty much ready set.
You know what's scaring me right now a little bit, Zoot, for the other people in this group? That k1llsen was kind of maybe pitted as one of the players to not make it out of the group just because of his inexistence the last few weeks. But as this series has been going, he's been getting better and better.
It's true. It's true. I thought he was flaking out at the beginning of Blood Covenant, but he's looking strong right now. Ghostwalk is forced out, but the problem is xron is in a vulnerable position, and that rail was just millimeters away from connecting. xron gets himself the Mega health, but he's still weak, and it's just k1llsen's a couple of rails away from more success in this round.
Oh, the reads, k1llsen. He just waits for him to come back to the teleporter saying, hey, what's up? And then chases him through, and that is a 2-champion lead now for the span. He was already down so far in this series, but he's 1 frag away from taking it to our 3rd map.
I'm going to be super impressed with k1llsen, and I hope that everybody else will be. It just shows that you can never count this man out. And I can't understate xron's skill in Quake Champions at the moment either, so it's a great accomplishment even so far.
Xron's been playing amazing. He's been doing fantastic this entire series. You definitely can't take away anything from him at all. That k1llsen seems to be getting acclimated to his style a little bit more, hitting a lot more of these preemptive shots. He's actually been able to take out the visor, most importantly, with the Nyx.
Ooh.
I don't understand how he's that good at these predictive rockets. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, he's got a great read on at the moment, but he's still got a job to do. We got 2.5 minutes where xron needs to pull off some frags. And k1llsen at the moment, he doesn't need to go over aggressive. He's just got to look at managing that stack from xron and make sure that he keeps wanting to pick up items.
And the thing is, there's no guaranteed kill for xron anymore. Since k1llsen has Ghost Walk, or has the ability to use it over and over again, it's so hard for xron to confirm one of these kills, and that's going to be a delayed shot of k1llsen. You can see xron just dancing in and out of these portals with no health, and eventually says, you know what, I don't want this fight anymore, I'm going to back off. But he can't even get heavy, he doesn't have the HP for it.
I can't even believe this xron's alive at the moment, actually. It's pretty insane. And xron, he's juking back, he's like, can I get the heavy? Or just get away from you even? He shows his face.
There's no way.
k1llsen. He's got to get out.
He's got to go for
Mega
Mega.
is up. but I don't know what he can go for, because as long as k1llsen's holding this position, he can see what he wants to go to. He punishes him with one rail, Ghost Walk, he can find the finishing blow now before Mega's taken, but he misses the rail. k1llsen, that was the round. Do not let this be the start of a comeback.
Hey, there's a minute and a half to go here, so xron is going to come back into this round and into this map. He's going to have to pick up kills, and he's going to have to do it now. No Ghost Walk up for k1llsen, 35 HP left. The double jumps are doing so well, but it doesn't matter. k1llsen gets the frag, and you know what? He gets the map, most importantly, and that was a fantastic turnaround here out of k1llsen.
Absolutely insane. I like the move at the end that xron went in for the fight. He knew, okay, Ghost Walk's down, I've got to go. This is my one chance. Thing is, he could not hit the shots required. k1llsen survives, gets the 3 frags in a row on that final round, and we get to see our first tiebreaker of the day.
We're getting over to Runes of Sarnath, if I'm not mistaken, too. Yes. As you mentioned before, one of your favorite maps. And you can just see the rail, 560 damage done out of the 1400 out of k1llsen there.
Look at xron, didn't hit a single rail.
Yeah, he was struggling. He was really struggling towards the end there. Where we saw, like in the first map, his positioning was great, his HMG was great. We saw a little bit of rail out of him in the beginning of the second map, but after that like first round went through, he was just not able to connect the shots that he needed to, you know, to pick up some momentum, to pick up these kills, obviously.
One second, I'll tell these guys we're starting in a moment.
Yeah, I just need to update my overlays really quickly. Doing your job for once. You have to respect Zoot for doing that all the time.
I'm not doing the production, guys. I'm not doing the production. So if anything's going wrong, you give Jason the flack, okay?
Well, that's also why that's also why the stream quality looks a lot better too. You know, just to say.
Yeah, just not go into that bit.
You know, that 6K bit rate, 60
awesome,
FPS. You look awesome.
Does look awesome.
I don't know why I said that. So we should be loading here in a few seconds. Just waiting for them to ready up here. And I'm ready to go when you are. Just kind of want to get this one underway. I mean, k1llsen,
I'm psyched.
He got 1 round on Corrupted Keep against the 3 out of xron. He was able to come back after losing the first 2 rounds against xron on Blood Covenant, and now going to Runes of Sarnath. This is the time. Can k1llsen in particular finish off this series? Can he get himself the initial win in this group?
xron's going to pick clutch. I'm almost certain of it, because I think he knows it's powerful, and he wants to win. Blood Covenant is a map where, okay, touch and go with clutch. Right now, xron's got to think, okay, am I using clutch? Do I think k1llsen is going to use clutch? Or is there something else that I want to bring in? He's got a Galena out. And he is going to be going with the clutch. k1llsen's got to choose whether he wants to do it, and he doesn't want to go clutch. k1llsen's going a Nyx instead. And, well, now we can see really an interesting clash, I think.
Yeah.
Now, if k1llsen wins, sorry to interrupt, if k1llsen wins without the clutch, then that could really put some ideas into other players' heads moving forward in the tournament.
I mean, to be fair, when people... There was like 2 kind of aspects to when we saw the patch hit. It was, oh, people... So A, see clutch was changed, and they're like, all right, forget it, I don't want to play him anymore. And then also B of, you know what? It's so early in the patch. This is such a big tournament. I'm going to keep playing clutch because it's a champion that I know really well, right? And we're seeing k1llsen kind of fade away from both those and saying, you know what? I don't think I necessarily need the clutch to win. And maybe we're going to start to see Nyx come back a little bit, though. You have to give credit to k1llsen. He's been doing really well against these visors.
Yeah, completely. I'm just wondering if k1llsen can even go all the way in this series, because I've pinned xron as one of the favorites. And if he wins, my predictions are out the window, basically.
Goodbye, Zoto coins.
Exactly. xron's got himself the rail now and the LG. He's got himself piercing sight back. He's ready to go, apart from the glaring missing of armor.
Speaking of missing of armor, he's actually going to pick it up. Mega's going to be taken in the meantime here out of k1llsen. Eventually, both are just being very patient, trying to wait on timings. Here's it being picked up. There's only like a split-second difference between the two, so no way they can
how did k1llsen hit that? Oh my god, k1llsen. What the hell is he just doing? I'm sorry, but this is just insane. xron is not expecting these shots to land. That initial rail, he has no right to land it.
Well, as you're saying, not expecting this aggression, these shots to land against clutch now with 20 seconds on his Ghost Walk. He has to play very passive here to not get caught out. And even then, when he does get caught out, the shield out of clutch can see where Nyx is going in Ghost Walk. And this is going to be hard for him to get escape this one. The bounce back comes in, they're both directly on top of each other, and the Ghost Walk has been used. And with xron not have the shield anymore, he can maybe get away.
Uh-oh. k1llsen, can you get out? He somehow survives, because he was not taking the armor, because he knew if xron went down, there's no way he could keep himself alive. That much time until Ghost Walker's up, but xron's missing rails again, and k1llsen continues to live as Nyx.
I actually think xron hasn't hit a single rail so far in this match. Then again, I think he's only shot like twice, maybe just once, so don't want to harsh on him too bad there for that one. Either way, Ghost walks back, shields back as well here for clutch, and k1llsen's trying to get a little bit of easy damage in, or maybe just trying to bait him around.
Okay, shield out. Gonna try and go back through the teleporter, baiting. He pushes him back through, and then xron is like, "Where the hell are you?" Can't get through the teleporter. One rail from k1llsen. He's just gonna go with the machine gun.
How do you win that battle as a Nyx against clutch when you both popped your abilities at the same time?
I think xron is overthinking the fights a little bit, because he's not really in the right headspace at the moment, it seems. Something is up with him, or either that or something is up with k1llsen, because he's just doing things he's not allowed to.
Oh.
Rockets again, almost gets the kill. xron with a small amount of revenge there. Totem to heal him at the bottom of the bounce pad. Has no rail still, though, which is a little bit of a nuisance for him.
Well, I mean, to be fair, with the way we've seen his rails landing so far in this match, it's probably a good thing he doesn't have rail. No offense at all.
Pulls are on.
Yeah. Nah, he's still been playing really well. But k1llsen's just been rising to another level. He's got his Ultra Instinct out. I'm guarantee you'll never pick up where that came from, where that was referring to. Someone up there in chat will. But xron's fully stacked up.
Lost.
Yeah, don't worry. Someone in chat will get it. He's fully stacked up. He's got his rails, got his rockets,
Probably
but he's down to champion.
Baywatch reference
A
or something.
Baywatch
like
reference?
You. Yeah, I'm sure. Something like that.
God damn it.
I know what you're like.
You're so innocent, Zoot.
Got some more control now for xron. Got to start looking at the clock a little bit to know when he's got to start making those moves. Rail's on the right angle, and he's going to spot his head in a second. That rocket almost hit his forehead. But he's got to try force out a dire orb or something. He's going to spot him again in a moment. Goes with LG. Managed to hit the rail follow-up. He's
Nice
going to
patience.
chase it. He knows that Mega's going to be up. Oh, no!
And k1llsen ran through one of the totems. He's got no health, and you can see xron trying to get in the air. He can't hit that rail angle, though. Getting blocked off by the skyboxes. And k1llsen's lucky there.
Would have lost my mind, because that's nothing I've ever seen before. That's rocket jump, xron. That was good movement. Gonna find him again. LG, rail to follow up. This is brilliant damage from him. Gonna find him with the lightning gun one more time. Air rocket from k1llsen misses. xron ties up the champion score.
Yeah, but 30 seconds left, and there's only one totem down for xron, so he's going to get maybe back to full health off of this, but at least knowing that there's not a lot of these around the map, and k1llsen chooses piercing side as well, so knows exactly where xron's going to be. So he gets some sort of semblance of control back. He's going to be able to pick up Mega 2. So he's got the health stack, and he maybe... Oh, yeah, he is exactly where xron's going to be, and sudden death might not even get to that point. The rockets are not landing, though, and xron fights his way back here and picks up the first round here on Runes of Sarnath.
Yeah, he was flawless in that fight. LG was on point. Rockets at the floor were tight. xron was close to losing that round. k1llsen gave us a great performance for the first 3 minutes or so. Let's see if he can come back strong in this next one.
The way xron, by the way, like played that Mega area, the eyeball room, where he spotted out k1llsen and just, you know what? He was patient. He just waited for the LG and the rail combo to land, and right now k1llsen's being chased out, and he's actually very low in health, taking 100 damage rocket. But just the patience out of xron, you have to respect that.
Oh, definitely. He's the one a player who can really go very patient. Not like Razy, say pre-2018, or players like Wenger. This guy is more than happy to wait the time that's required. If I make a comparison from him to Cooler, though, I don't know what you'll think, but there are definitely similarities there.
Well, already a minute into this round, and Piercing Side's going to be used yet again, knowing exactly where k1llsen is. And k1llsen, again, going back to playing slow. Knows he doesn't have the advantage right now, knows he's kind of on the back foot, and he actually might not have an opportunity to survive anymore, but that LG range just not going to be up to where k1llsen is, and bouncing back and forth with that double jump that Nyx has.
His movement's great, actually. Yeah. I mean, some people will say if those jumps are easy, they're easy to do when you're on a server on your own. When you're under pressure, getting those jumps every time is actually quite tricky, so good work from k1llsen.
Well, Piercing's sight's back up here for xron, and k1llsen doesn't have Ghost Walk anymore, so gotta be a little bit careful in these next upcoming fights. That's a great rail, though. She trades the advantage in damage, but a rail followed up by xron's gonna land. And now the LG coming back out, and k1llsen was certainly gonna fall from this. Down to champion. But xron's gonna have heavy, and he's gonna have make it a second or two, but the rail, the position he's been able to spawn in, gives him the huge advantage of this.
You say certainly, he almost died in that frag. His LG didn't really seem to be connecting. And k1llsen's imposing himself on the map straight off the spawn.
Unfortunately, k1llsen's still gonna be down in stack, though. Even with just starting with a shotgun there and heavy armor room, I'm surprised that k1llsen actually didn't fall from that. Either way, piercing sight being used out as xron now. Spots him out towards heavy. Up in 1 second to a challenge with the LG. And heavy's been able to be secured by k1llsen, so he holds his ground. He gets the pickup, and he got himself back in the round now.
We hear him right above. Oh, the rail lands already. That's piercing sight used from k1llsen. xron. I mean, if he doesn't die, this would be amazing. There's a pummel right on the teleporter exit, but he's not going to push through.
I was about to say your nipples are going to go really hard again if you pummels him come to the teleporter. It's going to be like a hashtag Lee Zoot's nipples alone. k1llsen's going to be dropping down towards rockets, or towards heavy again. And k1llsen's got the stack advantage. He's down the champions, but because of the damage he's been able to do with these rails, with that piercing sight, he's been able to get himself firmly back in this round, even though he's still down 1.
Oh god, damage is out. Piercing sight's not even up. He can't go through the teleporter. And in a couple of seconds time, oh, he goes through. 7 health left. Is k1llsen going to go through the teleporter? He's right there. He's found him. There's a bit of rocket damage, but k1llsen eventually ties up the champion score.
And now where does xron get the respawn? Oh no, xron. That's probably the worst spawn he could have had. Mega was up, heavy was up, as k1llsen just secured it, and he's going to get both major pickups. With 20 seconds left on his piercing sight, with things tied up now in champions, and a minute and a half left to go in this round. It's still honestly anyone's game, but k1llsen's got the stack, he's got the control.
Got stack and control, but he's got a less mobile champion, such as Visor. He's trying to time the rockets to go between the shield. If he just pushes with the lightning gun, he might be able to stay alive. Looks for sort of a flick rocket at the end, and it could have gotten the kill if he was accurate with it. He needs to push hard now. k1llsen's already used his dire orb.
19 HP too. I don't think... No, k1llsen hasn't been able to hear him just yet. Dire orb is down, but xron is still very susceptible. He's got his shield back up though, so he at least has a little bit of leeway here if he does get caught. But then again, the dire orb's now up for k1llsen, and he's going to drop down for heavy. He wants this contest, and right behind him is going to be the big robot yet again here. The dire's going to come through. It's no way going to land, and k1llsen's just trying to run away. He's trying to stay healthy here.
He's actually done a good job. Sure, he took damage, but he managed to escape. LG on LG. Weapon switch from xron, but k1llsen, he picks up the frag. It is now Ranger versus Galena to decide round 2. We've got a drop from k1llsen. He's very, very late with the rocket. Can he keep landing it? He makes it happen, Jason. 1-1.
I did not know that Clutch was actually a slot machine there. The amount of 7s was ridiculous out of k1llsen with the LG. Not hard to do, obviously, but either way, the aggressive push out of k1llsen, considering sudden death was like just on the verge of starting. The aggressive play works out.
Usually people are just a lot more afraid of Clutch, but k1llsen's kind of getting work done just regardless.
Oh my. I'm surprised he didn't Ghost Walk earlier there, actually.
Ah! He missed the jump, and I thought he was going to be late on the Ghost Walk. Gonna maybe try and find a rocket, but now he's missed everything. He's probably going to go down. xron gets frag 1 here.
This operation is falling apart. Catch.
High risk, high reward play out of k1llsen, and just didn't work out for him, unfortunately, there. But at least he didn't get the respawn back in right next to Mega, and he's got rockets. Wants to be looking towards that rail, but is he going to try to set up a trap here? xron, he's got piercing sight, and he's going to see him just in the nick of time before he walks around a corner and takes some damage. But k1llsen's on the chase. The LG comes back out of xron, and xron is winning this duel, but k1llsen with the rockets in the last second, with just a sliver of HP left, will be able to tie things up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, k1llsen's first 2 rockets just, made sure that xron was completely immobilized. He was just bouncing in the air most of the time and could do nothing, even if this LG was really solid.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
I thought k1llsen was going to go for that. I thought he was going to try to get the telefrag there. That would have been ridiculous.
Yes. But he's going to get Mega instead, and now he's got to deal with the shield. And as xron knows that there's no dire orb, he's trying to find some secure damage, eventually gets the frag. It costs him a bit of health. And he's going to look at the visor now and say, right, normally I would think you're easy to kill, but you've been doing two crazy things for me to be certain about this.
Oh, that's great.
One more rocket.
Not even going to need it there. So xron does pick the next round. Round 3 with 3-1 in frags. And now xron, 1 round away from picking up this match here. k1llsen's lost a little bit of steam, but it's still been such a close game between the two.
Yeah, I mean, we had 3-2 on Corrupted Keep for xron, 3-2 on Blood Covenant for k1llsen. I'm not going to be surprised if we go to a tiebreak around here also.
Yeah, we've gone the whole way so far in these series between these two.
It's a terrible time for next to go Ghost War. xron knew exactly where he was. Algae should surely get the kill. He's trying to survive with about 2 points of health.
Oh my.
Shotgun, he finds the other health bubble, but no.
It cuts him alive for 1 more shot, but not enough in the end. It's going to be Visor v Visor now. And k1llsen's going to have the piercing side advantage. Oh, and he wanted that shot too. He does get another 100 though to follow up with.
xron's smart though. I mean, he was baiting out a shot like that because he saw the visor, knows that railgun is somewhere that you want to go early off the spawn, especially if you're k1llsen. And he managed to get some good information there, and now returns to damage himself.
It's like watching two stormtroopers go head to head right now. Almost at this rate with a lot of the missed rails, but either way, k1llsen charges in. He knows he's going to lose that one. He just throws away that life.
He did. I don't like the way how he pushed in. There's no need for him to do that. He was just kind of feeding damage to xron. And at such a critical point in the series, that's not when you want to start making mistakes like that.
He looked a little bit almost tilted right there. He's like, yeah, all right, I missed so many rails, I just give up. And also the aggressive Dire Orb, he definitely was just giving that one away. So xron picks up the 3-0 at the end and picks up his first match of the day in a 2-1 fashion. Pretty insane series, though. If we ignore maybe the last round, that was